Hi, and welcome to this week's practice of Tai Chi Easy. I'm Vince, and we're going to pick up where we left off the last time by introducing you to a couple different breathing techniques that we're going to play with. I think breathing is learning how to breathe and how to manipulate your nervous system through guiding the breath is a really big component of Qigong and Tai Chi. We're also going to be playing around with the third form of the five form Tai Chi, learn that. And we've also, in the past couple of sessions, learned the four movements of the Vitality Method Qigong. And today we're going to put that together in a nice flowing form. So let's get ourselves started by going through our alignment and our posture connection. We want to start by checking our feet, make sure that they're shoulder width apart, make sure the toes and the feet are sitting parallel rather than one foot out or both foot out a little bit. You want to bring them in so they are parallel. Soften the knees just a little bit, slight bend, not a big bend. Check your tailbone. You want to make sure the tailbone is pointing towards the floor. So just rock the pelvis a few times till you get into that comfortable position where you've basically pulled the curve out of the lower part of your back. Allow the crown of the head to float up, giving you some space in the spine itself, but also opening up the torso and the belly. And let's just connect with our bodies real quick. Run a scan from the toes up through the legs, the knees, the hips, run up through the torso, just scanning the body for any areas that you feel need support. Maybe you have some stiffness or soreness here or there. Just want to recognize where those areas are and let that energy flow to those areas and clear things out. In the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about breathing abdominally, right? We take a nice, deep, long breath and then an even longer exhalation. So we're going to start there today with our breath work and then move into one or two different variations of that. So let's just start by inhaling, fill the belly, and then relax the body as you exhale. All the breathing is through the nose at this point. We'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose and a nice relaxing breath out through the nose. Good. Let's do one or two more of those. Deep breath in. Relaxing breath out. This is what they call the 2-point breath. Really simple. In and out. Now we're going to switch to the 3-point breath. And simply we're starting by inhaling and filling the belly, but then filling the chest. Feel the chest expand, and then our nice long exhalation. So let's do that a few more times. Fill the belly, fill the chest, feel the chest expand, relax. Feel the whole torso just deflate. Good. We're going to do this several more times. Deep breath in, fill the chest, and relax. And just a reminder, this is what we call the 3-point breath. Deep breath in, filling the belly, filling the chest, long relaxing exhale. And this is how we make the connection to the breath. Remember, we talked about those 3 intentful connections, the first being the body, the second being the breath, really focusing on how the body feels and the changes that happen as you breathe. And then the third intentful connection is that of connecting with the mind. And for today, we want to make sure we disconnect from all our responsibilities. Focus only on the here and now, being in the present with the body, being in the present with the breath. And I'm going to stop moving my hands. Let's just stand and continue to breathe. And feel that alignment that we create with the body between heaven and earth. The yin being the energy that's coming up from the earth, that's the heavy, substantial energy. And then the yang is that energy that comes down from above, that light, hard to define or even see energy. All right, now let's go from here right into knocking on heaven's gate. We'll start our warm-up. Remember, we turn the hips, shoulders, and eyes all at the same time to the same extent. Breathing long, slow, and deep. Flexing the knees a little bit as we turn, just absorbing some of that twisting motion. And let's bring one hand up. Tap the collarbone gently right where the collarbone meets the shoulder. That's the first pressure point on the lung meridian. And a little tap here goes a long way. It helps stimulate that meridian line that runs from the lung down the arm to the thumb. Several pressure points along that line. And this is just the first one. Helps clear out the lungs, keep them nice and healthy. All right, now we can let the body become quiet. Take a nice deep breath together. Let it out. And just like last week, we're going to start with a little bit of bounce. Just let the arms hang like loose ropes. Let the body bounce up and down on the knees. And you can also shift the weight to the ball of the foot a little bit. Just let the heel come off the floor, maybe a half an inch. This is good for stimulating some pressure points in the bottom of the feet, but also builds up the strength in the ankle, the calf, helps stretch the Achilles tendon. All right, let's bring the arms out to the sides, shoulder level. Take a nice deep breath. Let it out slow. Keep the shoulders down. We often raise the arms and we raise the shoulders too. We want to keep the shoulders down low and relaxed. Bring the hands overhead. Again, take a nice deep breath in. Relaxing breath out. Bring the hands back down to the front. Deep breath in and all the way down. All right, we can let the body become quiet. Take a nice deep breath. Check your posture real quick. Make sure the knees are still soft. The tailbone is in the position it needs to be. Crown of the head floating up. A little space between the arms and the torso. And again, check in with your breathing. Check in with your mind. Make sure it's nice and quiet. Good. Now, let's focus on the cervical vertebrae. We're going to warm up the neck. Lower the head down as you exhale. Inhale, lift the chin back up. And repeat. Remember, as I said earlier on, a lot of these exercises, most of them, in fact, will seem like you're really not gaining much. But when you can devote a little time every day to doing some of these simple things, you'll be surprised how in a few weeks, maybe a month or so, you can see a big change in the range of motion, big change in heart rate and blood pressure, and a big change in your mental outlook. Okay, let's bring the eyes back to the center point. Turn the chin left and right, or like we say here in this room, let's turn to the wall side or turn to the window side. Keep the eyes up, following that horizon line. And just be aware of that gentle stretch in the neck. If you feel any discomfort in the neck, we want to modify the exercise right away. And that's true for every exercise we do. All right, bring your eyes back to the center. We're going to focus on the very tip of the chin. Do some circles with the chin. So drop the chin down again. Turn to the wall side. Lift the chin up slowly. That's your inhale. Come across the top. Down the other side, nice and slow. That's your exhale. When you get down to your starting point, go back the way you came. Lift the chin up, come across the top, down the other side. Let's do 2 more of those, 2 complete cycles, and do them at your own pace. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Explore how the neck feels and explore your breathing as you do the movements, maintaining that connection to the breath. And maintaining that connection to the breath really helps you maintain that connection to the mind and keep the mind quiet. All right. When you finish this last cycle, bring your eyes back to the center point. Good. All right. Now we want to loosen up the rest of the spine from the tailbone up to the neck. We do this with a nice big inhale, raise the arms overhead, point the fingertips down. And as the hands pass the face, let the eyes follow the hands. Keep the knees soft. Let the spine stretch out. And then slowly stack all the vertebrae one at a time, back up. When you're standing tall, just roll the shoulders back, a little arch, and then stand nice and tall again. Good. 2 more of those now at your own pace. Big breath in. Exhale down. Come back up. Roll the shoulders. All right, now this time, let's do the 3-point breath. Fill the belly, fill the chest, and then slowly lower the hands down. Follow the hands with the eyes. Stretch out a little bit. Come back up. All right, and shake it out. All right, we're going to switch gears a little bit, and typically we've been going through the Qigong set and then the Tai Chi. Today we're going to go through the Tai Chi first. So let's review the 2 forms that we've learned, the harmonizing yin and yang, or parting the wild horse's mane, and the brush knee Sen Chi. So let's get our feet back to shoulder width. We'll worry about the opening later. Right now we're just going to do this stationary. We're not going to be taking steps. So here we go. Float the arms up. Let's turn to the window side. Hold the ball on the window side hip with the window side hand on top. And notice that my torso, my eyes, my shoulders, my hips are facing in this direction. We're going to turn to the other side, pushing the top hand down, floating the bottom hand up. And when that bottom hand gets to the level of just below the collarbone, that should be the end. We're going to sweep the window side hand over, turn the top hand down, and now we're holding our ball again. Turn back to the other side. Good. Now let's find a little bit of a rhythm, turning the palms towards each other, turning back to the wall. Sweep that window side hand over, grab the ball, now turn back towards the window. And as you do this, keep your breath long, slow, and deep. You want to make sure the spine is nice and tall. So feel the crown of the head float up. Feel the torso open a little bit as you do that. No need for your eyes to watch your hands. No need to look at the floor. Just let your eyes follow your imaginary horizon line. And try to keep the body as relaxed as you can. Deep breath in. Relaxing breath out. Then another deep breath in. And a relaxing breath out. All right, now we need to transition into the second form. So sweep that hand across, grab the ball, turn the ball over. Now your window side hand is on top, even though the ball is on your left hip or the wall side hip. Push down with the top hand. Float the bottom hand up as high as your shoulder, then bend the elbow. Turn towards the window. And not directly towards the window. We're off on about a 40-degree angle. Hold your ball again, push down with the top hand, float the bottom hand up, turn and push. Remember, this is called brush knee sen chi. In traditional yang style, this is called brush knee twist step. Nice tall spine again, crown of the head floating up, torso turning, shoulders, hips, and eyes. Nice deep breath in, relaxing breath out. Another deep breath in, another long, slow breath out. Now you can even try that 3-point breath here. Nice, fill the belly, fill the chest, and then relax and exhale. Same thing here. Fill the belly, fill the chest, relax and exhale. Now, we need to embrace the tiger. We talked about that last week. This is the transition into the third move. So we pull that upper hand, the window side hand in by the wall side shoulder, and then bring the wall side hand up to the window shoulder. This is embrace the tiger. We'll be using this a lot. Now, from here, we need to start the third form. And I'm going to show you what it looks like from the front, but then I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it better. We start with the hand that's closest to the heart. In this case, it's the window side arm. And I'm going to drop that arm down and turn the torso in that direction. The other hand just opens. And now both hands are open, and so is my chest. I'm going to turn back to the center and let those two hands pass palm to palm, and then pull the other arm back, the wall side arm back as I turn towards the wall, and then back into the center. So let's see what that looks like from the side. We embrace the tiger. That's how we finish that last move. We come in, embrace the tiger, and now we slide that arm out from under, turn to the side, and open. Okay, the arms have a pretty good extension, although the elbows are still pretty heavy. They're down low. We're not doing that. We're staying nice and relaxed. Wrists are at a slight bend, fingers are soft. And then once you're open, just turn back to the front. Let those two hands pass like two sailboats, and then turn to the other side. Open again, turn back in. And here you can play with your breath again. Nice deep inhale and a relaxing exhale. Deep inhale, relaxing exhale. And if you want to try the 3-point, fill the belly, fill the chest, and exhale. Fill the belly, fill the chest, and exhale. All right, I'm going to turn back to the center. Let's just keep this going for a little while. Turning and opening, closing and turning back to the center. Turning and opening, closing, coming back to the center. Now to transition, we're going to use the same hand we started with and just swing it out to the side. As I swing it out to the side, the wall side hand comes up to the window side shoulder. This hand continues around and we embrace the tiger. So that now is the first 3 forms of the 5 form. You've got 2 more to go and they're pretty easy. So let's just lower the arms and let's do our closing. Shift all the weight to the window side, step in, lower the hands down. Beautiful. All right, and shake that out a little bit. Cool. All right, now let's step back out into our shoulder width Wuji posture. Check the knees, check the pelvis, let the crown of the head float up, and just check, give the shoulders a little shake. What we're going to do now is move into our Qigong set. And in the first couple of weeks, we were in the learning phase of learning all the moves, but we've learned them now, the 4. And I'm going to remind you how to do them as we go along. So I'm going to keep talking so you remember. But we're going to try to do this so we can get a nice long flow going. So I want you to just get into the movement, get into the breathing, and just listen to the instructions as we go through the practice. So nice tall spine. Let's interlace the fingers. Remember, this first form is called pushing up and pushing out. You start by inhaling and lifting the hands. When the hands get near the heart, we rotate the palms all the way around so they're open to the ceiling and press up. Separate the hands, relax, and exhale as you slowly come down. All right, we're going to do that several more times. Interlace the fingers, inhale, rotate, continue to inhale and press. Start your exhale, slowly come back down. Now, a lot of times in my classes, students say, how many times should I do each move? And that's really up to you. And more importantly, it's up to your body. Many teachers will tell you that, oh, you count to 7, or you count to 6, or you count to 9, whatever that number might be. But my teacher always told me to listen to your body. When your body's had enough of something, it'll tell you. You'll either start getting a little bored, or maybe you'll start just feeling uncomfortable. So when you're ready, move on to the next form. Now, because we're in a classroom format, we're probably going to do each one about 6 times, just so we can regulate our time a little bit and end up where we want to end up by the time class is over. All right, let's do one more together. Nice deep breath in, fill that belly. Stretch the spine. Now relax and exhale. Good. Once the hands come down, we're going to turn the palms forward, and this is flow motion. Lifting the hands as we inhale, turning the palms over when the hands are as high as your shoulders, and then dropping back down. Slightly straightening the knees as you come up, big inhale, and then slightly flexing the knees as we go back down. Remember, we want to create that expansion and contraction throughout the entire body. Allows the joints to open, blood vessels to open, muscles and tendons get a very gentle stretch. But the fascia in the arms, the connective tissue, by spiraling the hands the way we do, that also gets a nice little spiraling stretch. Okay, let's do a few more. Again, you can play with your 3-point breath if you want. Let's take a nice deep breath in, filling the belly, filling the chest. Now relax and exhale. Remember to make that exhale longer than your inhale. Feel that chemical change start to happen in the body. Notice your body's getting a little calmer, a little quieter. Releasing those endorphins, the serotonin, the melatonin, all those good chemicals, cutting back on the cortisol, the adrenaline. All right, now we'll make that the last one. The next form is the side-to-side bend. And remember, there's a couple of variations. First, we're just going to drop the shoulder on the window side, bending this knee, letting the spine bend as well. Let the head hang from the neck. Come back up nice and slow. Same thing on the other side. Bend the wall side knee a little bit. and back up. Now let's add one of those variations in. We're going to pick up this elbow, just bring it up, feeling a little more stretch in the rib cage and the spine. Same thing on this side. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you come back up. Now you don't have to make a loose fist. You can just let the hand hang, whatever you're comfortable with. All right, let's do the next variation where we bring the arm overhead, kind of like a rainbow. And really just let that stretch happen through the rib cage, through the spine, the shoulders open, and then come back up. Again, a nice long exhale. And a nice long inhale. A little bit harder to fill the belly and chest here, so let's just focus on filling the belly when you come up and inhale. All right, let's do one more each side. All right, really quick, let's just check our posture. Knees, feet parallel, tailbone down, crown of the head up. And let's do the front to back bend. Interlace the fingers. Inhale and lift. Rotate so the palms are forward. And put a little arch in your back as you finish your inhale. Now, fists come together. Bend at the waist, drop the knees, drop the tailbone, and exhale. Now, relax the arms. Inhale, come back up. This time when you go down and exhale, we want to tighten all the muscles in the body from the toes all the way up to the scalp. Remember, this is really good for that lymphatic flow. The lymphatic system gets 80% of the toxins out of our body. So we want to do whatever we can to enhance that flow by using our muscles. If your daily life doesn't require you to move around a lot, it's really good to do what you can to enhance that flow. All right, we'll make this the last one. Come up nice and slow. Good, just shake that out a little bit. Let's do another closing. Let's shift all the weight over to the window side. Step in with the feet. Slowly bring the hands down. Pause for a minute. I want you to just breathe and scan your body like we did when we first started. See if you can find those areas that you thought needed support. Perhaps that knee that was a little stiff or that shoulder that felt a little tight. Maybe you started the practice off with a headache. And just check those areas again and see how they feel now. Also, just be aware of how you feel inside. How does the mind feel? Is there a lot of stuff going on? Or is the mind feeling calm and quiet? All right, now shake things out. Bring the feet back to shoulder width. We're just going to tap up and down the meridian lines again like we did last time. Just breaking up any potential blockage. Remember, we got 6 pairs of meridians in the arms, 6 pairs of meridians in the legs. So we want to go down the back of the legs, up the inside, and then smooth everything down. Good. All right. Well, great. We did a lot today. We've got 3 of the 5 Tai Chi forms down. We got to experience the full flow of the Vitality Flow Method Qigong. Really good. We experienced a new form of breathing. Try that whenever you get a chance. It's really good to try it at night when you're trying to go to sleep. Just lay in bed, fill the belly, fill the chest, long, slow, deep exhale. Guarantee that'll help quiet the mind and you'll drift off a lot faster than you might imagine. So have a good week. We'll see you next time, and looking forward to what we can explore next. Take care, everybody.